Welcome back, everybody, to Thanks for Your Concern. You're here with Bernice. Ho,
And I'm Ella. Hey yo. Welcome back. Ho, ho, ho. How are you feeling, Bernice?
ho, ho, he. I'm feeling good.
Okay, glad to hear it. I'm going to see you
Yeah.
pretty soon, baby girl. She's literally flying out tonight.
Yes. So I'm flying back to Seattle today. I have mixed feelings. Like, obviously, really looking forward to seeing my family, but I like New York. I don't know. Like, I think I've made my own little like family here, and it's kind of sad to be like, okay, well, I'll see you guys just later. I'm also taking my cat, and that's like low key stressing me out because
Oh,
yeah, I couldn't get her sedatives in time. Like the vet messaged me back today at 4 p.m. and I was just like, in what world? But okay, whatever. So we're raw
yeah.
dogging the airport, me and her. So that's fun. That should be a journey just because you have to take them out of the carrier through TSA. You have to like walk
Right.
them through the metal detectors. Now, I don't know if anyone's familiar with my cat. Her name is Manya. She's my beautiful baby girl, but she just like is a bitch, okay? Like she just does not like to be bothered. So, we'll see how it goes. I guess my biggest concern is that she will shit and pee on my lap. That is maybe the biggest concern here. But I am bringing a change of clothes with me just in case.
Do you have well, just put up, puppy pad, I guess.
Yeah, there's some things in there, but there's only so many factors you can control.
Yeah.
My worry is that when I carry her through TSA, she will pee on me. Because one time I tried to take her outside, not in the carrier, like holding her, and she just like released her bladder like right on my chest. And I was like, well, what a turn of events. But maybe I'll bring like a little blanket so I can like make a swaddle. And I'll just be like, this is for everyone's safety, including my own. And there's a puppy pad in here just in case.
Girl, I'm praying for you.
Thank you. I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be okay because she sometimes, like, I took her on the subway and the bus. She didn't like that, but she dealt with it. So, maybe it'll be totally fine. Maybe airplane, no big deal.
I have no idea. I've never tried to bring a cat on an airplane. I've never even brought a dog on an airplane. I always get a dog sitter because unless you're going for a long time, it just doesn't make sense. So, yeah,
Yeah.
well, do you have any exciting plans when you're in Seattle? Any holiday funsies you're doing?
My parents have bucked me up. I
Love it.
don't have agency over my time at this time. My schedule has been set to me. For the next 2 weeks. And I think that's the funniest part about like being an adult and like moving away is that over here, no one has expectations of me, only myself,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, and coming back home, it's like all of a sudden you have a lot of expectations coming from like a lot of people. And I guess I'm just like not used to that. So I sometimes like I'm giving asshole because I like don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna be fine. I think it's gonna be good. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it, and yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you, to recording in person. That's gonna be great.
Woo!
Yeah. What
We
about
love an
you?
in-person episode.
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to like knock on wood, and I don't want to say like, oh, I wish there was snow in Seattle. Because the one thing about Pullman, Washington, is it was giving winter. Okay, it was giving fucking winter, winter. There's no snow, so I wish there was a little bit of snow. It's just pouring down rain. It's just rain, 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 rain. The one update that maybe we could talk on about like on a whole episode, but something that's been like grinding my gears is. Have you heard about like the no buy year?
No, what
And
is
low
that?
buy year. Oh, maybe it's just my For You page. It's like everyone's not buying anything this year. It's a low buy year. I love this for you, but part of me, I hate when I see a trend that's like how I lived when I was poor. It really
Well,
just rubs me the wrong way, but
it I may just be because people are poor. Like I work for a buying team, and times are tough, man. Like
oh,
people
I
are
know.
not buying stuff in general.
I get it, babes. I get it. It's really interesting because like I've always had this like three thrift rule where I will go and look for something three times at a thrift store before I freaking buy something new. Because I swear to God, every time within three times I can find something. And I did that this weekend and I was like, oh my God, look at me again, hitting the lottery on finding things so that I don't have to buy new. But I always find it really interesting when I see new trends. And I'm like, yeah, this has been the life.
This has been the life. I don't usually do gifts either because I'm like here, but this year I'm gonna try to do something like cute. I'm gonna try to do cute gifts. I love a good thoughtful gift. I don't necessarily go for like bouge.
See, I don't give gifts because I don't have a big I guess I have like a relatively big gift family. I don't know how to explain this. Like some people's families go all out. That everyone gets gifts from everyone, and that kind of like stopped when I was 16, and I was kind of pissed about it because it's like 17-year-old, 8-year-old, 19-year-old me probably needs shit more. Because I didn't have my mom and dad like buying me shit. But yeah,
Yeah.
because of that, I'm not a big gift giver. I've gotten a couple funny gifts for people. I like a good humor gift that's like, wow, this was really thoughtful and funny. So I've gotten a couple of humor gifts that I'm excited about. I've thought about making soap. I thought, like, what? Let's give cottage
Oh.
core. Let's give
Oh.
witch. I'm gonna give some like manifestation
Okay.
soap, maybe.
Okay, I like that. That's cool. See, that's niche. That's like a good gift. Yeah, that's like a good Christmas gift.
Yeah.
Mostly if it's like a general gift and you give it to multiple people. If you're thinking about like smaller gifts that aren't like as expensive, I like to think about what people need. In gift giving, I'm always like, she's messy and organized, or you know what I mean? Like, you just know that that's something they will appreciate in the long run. It's true. And you're just like, how can I help their life out a little bit? And like when you know people you know, or something like they have boys they wanted, I'm like, oh, I can get them that, like, whatever. With like a little handwritten note. Handwritten
Yes.
notes are a thing of the past, but honestly, I'm obsessed with it. You ever gotten a little love letter? That shit hits different. If you're not a poet, ask ChatGPT, okay?
All right. Ask ChatGPT to send you some poetry, baby. Write
No,
poetry
you
for
just
others.
yeah. You're
I
like,
love
I would
that.
like yeah, I would like a little paragraph expressing gratitude and whatever to this person. They like this and these are their traits. Can you write me a paragraph? And they will write you a paragraph. Then you can ask them to tailor it so it's more whatever. It's okay if you're not a writer.
A handwritten note, that's when the thought counts. You don't need to be Shakespeare.
You don't need to be Shakespeare. It's okay. Yeah. So, but some people do be giving dull handwritten notes, and I'm like, there's no emotion in this.
You know what my stepdad does that I think is so funny? Is he'll just buy any card and then cross out the words that don't make sense. Like it's
He's personalizing it.
I know, I think it's like kind of cute, but I just think it's kind of funny at the same time. It's like I just liked the 16th birthday card best, but I just crossed out 16 and put 30 and I'm like that's kind of iconic.
Well, it's holiday season, okay? We're in getting in the spirit, and one thing I know about the holidays is that people get horny. So today, our episode is "'Tis the Season, 'Tis Spicy Season."
Spicy holiday season. You ready?
Eh.
Thanks for your concern. Okay, spicy holiday season. Tis the season to be back in your hometown. I have you watched Hot Frosty?
Oh no, but I have heard of this film. I have
Yeah,
heard of
I
this
mean, I'm
film.
not gonna like put my stamp of approval on it, but it was pretty funny. It's the premise is it's like a Jack Frost snowman comes to life, but he's hot. Okay, it's a cute little Christmas romance with hot Jack Frost.
Yes.
But I know
Yes.
that we love a hometown hookup. I feel like now that I'm 30, it's a little bit different. I'm like anti hometown hookup. I feel like I'm like
What?
new. No, I'm
Because
like
you
new
live in
blood.
your hometown.
Yeah, but even if I didn't, I feel like I would want new, 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 new. I'm not going back to anything old. It's done. It's over with. It's kiboshed.
Listen, old can be new. Okay? I'm in the opposite side of this one, and maybe it's because I don't live in my hometown. I feel like This is not the most sensitive thing to say, but I feel like you can dip in and out. Like it's just not, you can forget about it. Like you're not staying there, and it's not something I need to worry about past the flight back home if I
Yes, that
don't
is
want to.
nice. I guess it's like, what's the pool in your hometown? I think I personally don't want to go out of my way with anyone that I know. Does that make sense? I just feel like I'm like, it's done, it's dusted, it's over. I feel like if there was some interesting fish that I would want to pursue, I would go for it, but there's not.
Yeah, I don't know. Personally, I feel like the people I was never interested in to this day are already like taken, married, snatched, like whatever. Not, but now there's like some of the people that were actually like kind of cool, but like maybe just like not at the top of their
Mm.
game in high school. You know what I mean? Like little enigmas, and they're doing really well, and they're single, and they've been traveling, and maybe, if they see me at a local bar and I see them, who knows, it's just something that, I can claim amnesia on the airplane home if I choose to, just, like wrap it up, make sure there's no lingering feelings, diseases, or children through that experience, but, live your life.
I will say, once you get a little older, you also get people who out of their first divorce, and I would say that might be fun. Maybe that's something I would, if I was
Yeah,
single, would want to catch, as someone after their first divorce.
I have to agree with that statement. Not, yeah, yeah. I have gotten to know someone out of their first divorce, and he's wonderful. Like he's just self aware, has like, like domestic skills. Knows how to like do things for themselves. Knows how to like take care of another human being. It's like kind of hot. Like, maybe it's okay if you're looking for that.
I will say, it's like, I feel like some people might not want to date someone who has been divorced, but it's kind of like, well, no, this is like someone at like an associate level of position, right? Like they did the entry level, they've gained some skills, they've gained some experience, they've made some mistakes. So I'm not opposed to that at all.
I'm not opposed to it either. Who are these haters that are like, he's been married before, to the garbage? For me, it's like, oh, thank God, no drama. I mean, that kind of depends how they ended their last marriage. I will
Right.
say that. Maybe get to the bottom of that before we move forward. Is said partner still in the picture? Are they gonna go back to each other at some point? Because some people do that. I don't know if I get fully divorced if I felt like there was a lingering hope for in the future. I feel like that'd be crazy, but it's never not a thing. Some people do it.
Yes. Some people do it. With holiday hookup etiquette, is it ghosting someone if on that airplane ride you're just like, that's the clean slate, I'm never speak to that person again? What's your thoughts? Is there a mutual understanding that we all have around the holidays?
I don't love a ghost, but I have been giving asshole lately, and and I'm sorry. You can just like write out again, chat GPT it just real quick. I just don't see it aligning, but like, you know.
I think I also use ChatGPT for everything, but just like, I think the things I use it for, like, and what you're using it for, I think it's just so funny because, like, I'm begging my mom not to take me off the family plan. I'm like, no, mom, I need this. Do not take me off the family plan. And you're like, how do I let someone know I'm not interested without ghosting them?
Yeah, just a really quick, cute little, had a great time, just, like out of town, live so far away, don't see this working out, but like, you're always gonna be the homie. Yeah, I don't love a ghost unless like that person wronged you, then, maybe that's appropriate. It kind of depends on the situation, I would say. But yeah, why disrespect? Why close the door on somebody? I don't know. I guess I personally don't take ghosting personally. Like if you ghost me, that you just didn't like me, or you have something else going on in your life. Okay, I don't think it's like
Yeah.
that crazy. that's just with your values, with your vibe, that you just want to like let somebody know where your head's at. I think that's kind.
I've changed my mind on this after, because I used to be okay with, because I, okay, so I feel like sometimes ghosting can happen at like any point in a relationship. Like, I've been ghosted after fucking years, okay, bitch? And yes, it was.
Yeah, that is not great.
And that pissed me the fuck off. And so like that's a lot different than me. Like I have
Yeah.
ghosted someone after like 2 dates, you know? And because I felt like it was more kind than telling them the truth, which was I find you extremely boring and I never want to hang out with you again. And so I thought that ghosting was better because it was more kind. But Berenice brought up the fact that I could there's like another route, which is just kindly say I'm not interested, which I had never really considered. So I do think that that is like best practice is that you can be like, you know what, thank you for your time that we've spent together, but
Yeah, yeah. I just don't see our
wish you the
paths
best.
aligning. And I feel like that's fair. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't feel like anybody owes me anything because we've been on 2 dates, or I don't feel like I owe anyone anything because I've been on 2 dates. Like, we're just getting to know each other. It just like it's not happening for me. Megan Fox said it best, okay, in that interview she had and Call Her Daddy. They were like, what would you say to a girl that was like upset about this guy ghosting her after a date? And she's like, I wouldn't be friends with her. Of course, I would be friends with my friends if they were upset. That'd be valid. But yeah, like, I don't think you should be upset if someone just doesn't see you that way.
That's just what, and honestly, I don't take it personally. I probably don't take it like maybe I should take it a little personally, you know. But I take any time a guy's not interested in me, I'm like something's wrong with them. No, or I
Yes,
just assume it has nothing to do with me because how could it?
exactly. Exactly. It's them immediately. Yeah, the holidays I feel is like one of those times where like people's either like inner traumas come out, or they're just like lonely, or sometimes it's just giving like I just want to be like warm and in the feels. And that's why I think it's like the holidays like a quote unquote like sexy time, hookup time, at least like in the perimeter of my friends and myself, like there's something about Thanksgiving that was giving like hold me.
Word.
No, it wasn't giving that to you. You don't
It
feel
was
like that in the
giving.
holidays.
I was giving mashed potatoes. It was giving stuffings. But yeah, no, I
Damn,
feel it
just
though.
me. I'm a
That's
Scorpio.
Yeah, different strokes for
um,
different folks. I honestly, I feel like the holidays are romantic because there's like 8 new holiday rom coms at least a year, and so some of the best rom coms, in my opinion, are all holiday themed. So I feel like that's why I sometimes associate holidays with romance, is because there's so many new holiday rom coms every year.
yeah, there's a lot of opportunity to be cute in the holidays. That's not like as
Mm.
hard that it is on like a regular day. You know what I mean? Like the themes are already like love, happiness, joy, prosperity, hope, whatever. So if you have like a little bay that you want to show a little extra love to, the holiday is probably a good time to do that. It doesn't have to be crazy. I've never been a fan of like sliding back in with like a Merry Christmas or like using a holiday as an excuse. I think you need to set that up to lead to the holiday for like, if you're doing that for the plot, maybe like the peak, the climax, the whole thing leads up to Christmas. Don't start on Christmas.
That's just very transparent to me.
Yeah,
Be a
it's
little bit more
weird.
creative.
Maybe hit them up now so next week by Christmas it makes like a little more sense. Maybe like a date after Christmas. Don't slide back in on Christmas or New Year's. That's so corny. Okay? Happy New Year.
Also, if you have no intent, if you're not even trying to slide back in, don't fuck with that person. Leave them alone.
Yeah. Leave them
Like, don't hit
alone.
up your ex with a Merry Christmas if like you don't have any reason to do that. Just besides, I was just thinking of you. No, leave them alone. Let them enjoy their day in fucking peace.
It's not about you.
If you're trying to slide back in, that's a little different. But if you're just saying Merry Christmas, I miss them. I just want to say Merry Christmas. No, bro. Just leave it alone. Let them have their holidays.
It's the same thing with birthdays. When people use that, I'm like,
Ugh.
have you thought, do they want to hear from me on this day? Maybe no. Maybe the answer is no. With Christmas hookups, there is a way where you can ruin the vibe. Even though it's a time of love and prosperity and happiness, I feel like you can really ruin the vibe by not checking in on your partner in general, or maybe they just got some things surrounding the holidays that they don't love and making it about you.
You have to elaborate. What do you?
There's so many things. Like, I don't know, some people like get upset during the holidays, and I feel like they feel like extra lonely during the holidays. So if you're like really tied into like what you want to do in your holiday traditions, like checking in on your significant other and see how they're doing, see how they maybe would like to be incorporated in your Christmas plans. I think that's cute. I will say, if you're about to do one of your little holiday hookups with a little hometown baddie and you're being selfish, okay? Maybe it's time to check in and see what they like, what they want. It's not about just you. That would kill the vibe.
Ruining the vibe.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
would get you
honestly,
ghosted on the flight home.
I guess I just like see this on the internet, and I didn't even think this is like a thing where it's like people don't spend holidays together, and it's like a whole thing. And I'm like, I don't even know if it's that big of a deal. I feel like if it's like, you should do what you and your partner both want to do. I don't think it really means anything for the relationship if you do or don't spend the holidays together. Because like, I don't want to ask anyone to give up their holidays with their family to spend it with my family. That seems like kind of selfish, but I also don't want to like give up holidays with my families with their family.
Mm.
So I don't think it means anything for anybody either way. Or if you spend the holidays together, spend the holidays apart or whatever, I don't feel like you should feel like you're being judged on what you're doing on the holiday. Do whatever's best for your relationship.
I've kind of lucked out where like like I've dated interracially and as like Latinos celebrate on the 24th and like a
Hmm.
lot of Americans celebrate on the 25th. So in my last relationship, that's what I did. I was like I celebrated with my family and then like he came over on the 24th. On the 25th, we went and like did presents at his house.
I mean, my boyfriend spends it with my family, and it's very cute, and I love that he's a part of it. I also feel like a holiday doesn't have to be the day, just like you said. You can celebrate Christmas whenever. There's no rules in this life. There's a lot of people that can't spend Christmas Day with their family because of work or whatever, whatever, whatever. It doesn't mean anything really. Like, just pick a day.
No, I agree. Other ways to ruin the vibe during this sexy holiday time. There's nothing that has got my lady boner down more than the way that sometimes people speak about women, about my sisters, about my baby girls. Okay. I don't know. Like sometimes you just like pick up on misogyny and I'm like referring to women as like bitches for me never. Like unless that's like you're a girl and that's your homegirl, like I why is that vocabulary coming out of your mouth? You speak like you speak like this about women around your male friends. I know that. I don't
Mm-hmm.
like that. Vibe killed.
I
Lady
agree.
Boner gone. Okay, another one. Yeah, you'll gotta check your algorithms. Okay, I need you to go press your explore page on Instagram, on TikTok, on whatever, and see what comes up. If it's only big booty bitches, Lady Boner gone. Okay, like I have gone through that experience where someone's showing me something on their phone, like on their Instagram, and they pull it up, and it's just like badass girl, and like I period. I think she's attractive as well, but why is that all your algorithm, bro?
Okay. I agree with you, but can I just say something funny that happened to me this
Yeah.
recently? I'm not on Instagram Reels, okay? Like, it's not my preferred platform, right? But I've been on there recently, and my algorithm straight up has only been showing me, like, drug related content, and I don't do that. And so I literally was like, what about me? Does the algorithm on Instagram think that I'm into this? And I literally was like, this is so interesting. I have no idea. So I just thought that was so funny because that literally happened to me today. I was like, why are all these videos about this? Oh well, so now I have to overcompensate and find like wholesome content like cat videos, dog videos to like get my algorithm back in check because I don't like this. But something that you said, like freaking I don't know if this is kind of related, but this is like reasons why I would say stay away from hooking up with someone because you can just tell that they're bad in bed. And so like something that gets me is like when someone doesn't respect like a little boundary, I feel like or they I don't know, like there's or like negging early on. I don't fucking fuck
Mm,
with that. If some dude is whack
yeah,
about like basically insulting you from
yeah.
the jump,
And they
big
can be
thumbs
like
down.
backhanded compliments. Like that's part of negging. And it's
Yeah.
just because they're insecure.
Which I think is different than like banter. I love a little banter, but I think that's a lot different than like when someone's like insulting you. And I think it's based on like tension and a lot of other stuff. But that's like a big red flag to me where I'm like, I'm not gonna pursue this person at all. Like, I just can tell it's gonna be like, because only insecure, because I date mostly men, predominantly men, but I honestly feel like only insecure men are like neg a woman. I don't think really secure men do that. It seems so. It just seems off putting.
Yeah. And I've never, like, with the girls I've gone on dates with, they've never done that because that'd be weird. I'd be
That
like,
would be
wait, I would be in tears. I'd be like, why are you being mean to me?
yeah.
What did I
That's
do?
yeah. Just I don't. There's that, and then also like if someone is weird about you trying to instill a boundary, like I saw this video about this girl who this guy like canceled a date and was like, "Oh, let's do something at my house." Immediately, no. I mean, even I was thinking like even if I'm giving them a benefit of the doubt and I'm getting curious about why they're doing it, like, "Oh, are you busy tonight? Is there a reason you can't come to this restaurant? Because if fine, let's just reschedule it." That's the benefit of the doubt that I'll give them. But like, no, I'm not going to somebody's house. And then if they have an issue with me being like, "No, I would rather meet you at A, B, and C place," because again, I'll give someone the benefit of the doubt that sometimes men don't know. I don't know. I won't even say that, but like, I don't know. I don't know that every dude who invites you to his house instead of inviting you out to a place has a bad intention, but they might not know how that might come across or that might make someone uncomfortable. So if I'm just like, oh, I would never meet, like, hey, I don't really know you well enough to like meet you at your house, and they're like beefing about that, like, that's just gonna be like a no for me.
Yeah, and it's also like aligning with what you want because I had a situation with someone like that where I knew they were kind of going through a transitional period, so maybe it was more like a money thing that they couldn't take me out. But I very early on was like, I respect that this is a transitional period in your life. I just need to see effort if you want to like
Yep.
hang out with me, and that's really different because there's like tons of free things that you can do. Okay.
That's my other. I totally agree with that. That's why I was
Yeah.
like, I'm willing to like get curious about why you might want to go to A, B, and C place, but
Yeah.
you can also get creative because honestly, I'm down for a walk. I'm down for a coffee. I'm down for do like free museum night. So yeah, the
Yeah.
like let's kick it at my house. No, no,
After
no,
I
no,
already
no.
asked you to do something else. Yeah, I had
Yeah.
that. I've had that situation with someone recently where I was like, I'll be free like during the day, like from this time to this time. And they were like, what are you doing tonight? Like, I was going to invite you over. Like, ghosted, like immediately. I'd care to respond. Probably won't respond. I already voiced what I wanted. Get with the program. You ruined the vibe. Another one, talk about exes. I'm not really into it. Like, I think in a friend setting, I don't care. Like, obviously, your ex, speak your mind, process your emotions. But I've had instances with like significant others where like I thought we were sharing like a special moment, and then they bring up their ex, and I'm like, damn. And now this moment they have taken the space.
I'm kind of lost there. I don't know why people bring up exes.
I think
I
some
think there's a
people
time
are
and a
still
place.
processing some things. And I think I've noticed it in myself that when I'm bringing up my exes because I'm not truly over, maybe not them, but like the situation or like a neighboring theme in what like that story may be. But yeah, I'm not into that. Like, I don't need to know everything about your ex. I actually would rather not know everything. Please.
Okay, you want to hear what my toxic trait is?
What?
I like hope my exes, like new girlfriends, are obsessed with me. That would bring me so much joy if I figured that out. Because you know how sometimes we unhealthily like stalk our partner's ex. I haven't done this, but like it's a thing that people do, and I think it's pretty normal to like be curious of like the person that came before. I don't know why, but it would like tickle me so much, and I would honestly it would bring me so much joy if I found out that I was taking up space in my ex's girlfriend's mind, and that's my toxic trait.
I think everyone does a little bit. I don't think it's ever that crazy. I feel like in past things, yeah, it's more curious. Like I usually like to see what they look like at least. Like I just want to see it. I just want to see like what was you
Mm-hmm.
working with? You know what I mean? Do they look like me? Do they not look like me? What's your type? Just some things that I just want to know. Just curiosity. Spark the mind. But that into like going deeply about these people, no. Well, depends. How if they are like free range access, like, oh my god, you dated like an influencer and her like thing is on there. Sometimes I'm like, oh my god, she's really cool. I'd be friends with her.
Yes, I literally hope that that's someone with. They're like, oh my god.
A stan.
Yeah, I wish that there was a stand. That would bring me so much joy. Honestly, with the exes, maybe it's just because I'm like, it's been so long, but I don't think I've ever found a time where bringing up exes or asking about exes makes sense. And like, like on Love Island, how Homeboy asked about like how many people she's like slept with.
Oh,
She was like, I mean, I'm not a fucking saint, is like what she said, and she kind of laughed about it, and he like was like super booty hurt about it, and I was like, dude, I'm so happy that no one I've dated seriously has ever asked me that. Like, I think they're smart enough to know that that's a stupid question to ask me.
I've said this before on the podcast and I'll say it again. If you ask me that dumbass question, I'm gonna lie to you. Okay? And whatever number I feel like at that moment. Because I think
I,
like that's a dumb question and you don't really want the answer. So I'm gonna lie to you and I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna lie to you. And then you're gonna be wondering what the real answer is and then you're gonna look stupid.
yeah, I think I would fucking. I mean, I think that's the best answer is to lie. To be completely honest. Well, no, honestly, I would never even ask that. Honestly, I swear to God, if anyone asked me that ever, I would be so fucking annoyed. I'd be like, I'm never speaking to you again. But yeah, I love that. Like, you might as well just lie because it really doesn't fucking matter. Because any number, if anyone's asking, I don't think there's a good number you can give them except for like fucking three. Like, that's the answer they're looking for. But that's so unrealistic for like being a 30-year-old person.
Not in a relationship. That's crazy.
Let me tell you this, all right? I literally hate that question. It's a stupid fucking question. And why I don't like it is because men who ask that don't ask their boys that. And like, it's not like a disqualifier for friendship. You know what I'm saying? It's all. And they also don't think less of themselves based on how many people they've slept with. So it seems like a super double standard that I'm just like not down with. Because it's like, do you ask your boys how many people they've slept with? I mean, like, whoa, like, I don't know. I don't know
Ran
if I could
through.
be like, yeah, I don't know if I could be friends with someone who's had sex with that many people, with that many girls. No, that's never something they ask their boys or they judge their boys by. It's not even a standard they set themselves to. So, like, yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
that's
no go.
crazy. Yeah, no. Oh my god, that's funny. I would say with holiday tips, yes, as I've gotten older, there's some things I've realized about, I guess, just sexual chemistry with others. Sometimes you can have really good sexual chemistry with someone and absolutely no compatibility with them. Okay? Kid you
Guilty.
not. Yeah. Protect your aura.
Honestly, the other way around is way more depressing though. Is like when you like really vibe with someone like on an emotional level, but the sex just isn't there. That is very disappointing. I hate that.
I don't know if I've ever experienced that.
I have. It made me really sad.
Damn. Or maybe I haven't. I just blurred it out because I didn't want to think about it.
I feel like honestly another thing is I feel like we need to bring like our make you tell me you're single lady. Our makeout sessions are that is that still a thing? Do people make out?
Yeah, yeah. I've had good makeout sessions with people, and then I'm like, goodbye. You
Yeah, I think
can,
we need to bring back
yeah.
the makeout. I think that you can learn a lot from a good old kiss.
It's just cute. It's cute. It's a little.
A little
I gotta
taste.
go. I gotta go home by myself. My friend needs me. Honestly, the thing about it is, right, there is absolutely no shame with how many people you sleep with coming from my perception. Just sometimes I'm like, are these boys being safe with all these people? Do I necessarily need to
Nope.
be in that situation? Exactly. So for me, sometimes it's more about that, where I'm just like, also sometimes yeah, like there's people that like are really cool at first, and I have like a good little like moment with, and then you kind of like watch how they act, and I'm like, I don't think your apartment would be clean, and I cannot do that. I can't. There is like I think it's like one of the first episodes of Sex in the City where Carrie like wakes up and she's like, and then I realized I was in a 20 something year old apartment, and it's like
Mm,
literally disgusting in their bio. Yeah, like that is my nightmare. That I've been there. I've literally, it's the most sobering experience when you get up to go to the bathroom at like 6 in the morning and you're like, I need to wake up this person because I need to go home right now.
bro. I swear to God, there's been like I don't find myself to be like a neat person. Like I would not describe myself as a neat, clean person. I have walked into some apartments that have been like horrifying, and it really made me question whether I am actually a clean person. Okay, I cannot handle a mess, and like I made this joke, but like, have you ever been to a boy's house and he doesn't have a fucking wastebasket in his bathroom?
Yeah, that's like
And I'm like,
the
what's the plan here? You don't, I was like, this is crazy.
I've gifted too. I go to boys' apartments where they're like, I know I'm gonna go back there, like their friend group or something, and I just come with one, and I'm just like, here you go, you need this. If you're having women over, well, in general, you should have one in there.
You should
Okay,
have one,
you
right?
need a little garbage in your bathroom, yes, because you usually have like Q-tips. There's like a lot of things that go in there. I don't know where
Well,
you're putting
that's my
those.
thing. It's like, do you floss?
Girl,
Because if you don't,
some people don't even
oh,
have like shower doors. Like I some people just don't think about that. It's not their priority or their concern. But yeah, if I'm coming over to your house and you're a boy, I'm probably calling that out the second I see. I always start with, none of you have girlfriends, huh? It shows. You need a garbage in your bathroom. Where's your lady gonna put her tampon? Just back in her
uh,
purse. What's her plan?
dude, I'm about to spiral out because this is like such an upsetting subject to me. I literally just like can't handle it. Like, I swear to God, there's just like that. And I feel like bathrooms are always gross, but kitchens are also a nightmare because you like go into someone's kitchen and you're like, have you ever like asked somebody for a glass of water and then you go into their kitchen and you're like, do you have
Never
bottles
mind.
per chance? Like, I am not trusting that
Yeah.
sponge at all.
For me, it's dirty counters. Okay, that's how you would ruin my vibe. Dirty bathrooms, dirty kitchens. Yeah, that's me. One of my biggest pet peeves. I would say, don't do. Wipe it up a little bit. Just be nice. No, because I always tell them, like at least with like the waste basket or certain things, I'm like, is there one at your mom's house? Then why isn't there one here? You were raised better than this.
I sometimes though it makes me sad because I'm like, oh my God, like how has no one said anything? Why am I the first person to say something?
You might not be. You might not be the first person to say something. But people like, I don't know, sometimes people I guess don't want to hear it or don't want to face truth of events or don't care enough to be honest with you.
I feel like every single person I've said something about their wastebasket, they've been really receptive about it. Like they were like, I was like, what would someone do if they have a tampon? And they're like, oh, I'd never thought of that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, cool. And like this is like at like friend's house, everything. Like, and I feel like everyone's been receptive. I'm like, why is this like a black hole of knowledge?
I remember one time at my ex's house, and he lived like with his parents. There wasn't one. And I was like to his mom, I was like, what's going on here? Like, why, why isn't there one in the bathroom? And then there was one from that moment on. But I was like, what team are we playing? Like, why are you accommodating for these men? Yeah, no. No. I would say as I've gotten older, another I guess tip for little hookup season if you choose to participate. If your pH changes around them, your body, your mind, your spirit doesn't like them. Okay?
It's rejecting them.
Yeah, something is wrong.
It's your body trying to tell you something.
We should not be around this person. Leave them alone.
Something else. I feel like people are not noticing like acts from the universe or God. If you are going over to your ex's house and the bus you're on gets in a crash, that is your sign, okay, from the universe that you shouldn't be going there, all right? If you get shit on by a fucking crow on your way over to a holiday hookup, it might be a sign from the universe. Just maybe think twice.
Should I be doing this?
Should I be doing this?
Read the signs.
Read the signs, baby.
Yeah. It's the Christmas spirit. It's your Christmas miracle to get out of there.
Literally, babes. Just a holiday PSA, okay? Spicy holiday. I am a big advocate for getting an annual checkup. This is like my holiday PSA. You're supposed to get pap smears like every 5 years as a woman, once you like 2 years after having sex or something crazy like that, and people don't talk about it. So make sure that you're up to date on your pap smear. Make sure that you're getting tested and that you're using protection, because it's wild in these streets. Did you know that? No, did you know that in at least Washington State, STIs have increased? Like, this is like the first year in like 20 years where they've gone up, not down.
I believe that.
Yeah. So be careful out there. That's all.
If you're gonna be outside, wrap it up.
And here's the thing. Also, don't trust anyone that says like, oh, like, unless they get tested after every single person they're with, they are like no longer safe. Like, I don't give a fuck that they only get tested like once a year. You know what I'm saying? That's not enough.
That's true.
To not use protection.
That's true. I think like that's a sexy question, and honestly, I think that if you're afraid to bring that up, maybe that's not a person we need to be hooking up with. You know what I mean?
I think the sexiest thing is communication. And if you aren't comfortable enough to communicate your wants and desires to someone, I mean, that might be a sign you just might need to deepen the level of intimacy through practicing communication.
I like that. Increased communication. That is a turn on for sexy holiday time.
Communication, listening to one another, making sure everyone's having a good time.
Period. All right. Have fun. Be safe. Enjoy yourselves. Make bad decisions.
That's what I say. Don't do anything I wanted to do, which isn't much, so.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you guys so much for listening. We hope that you have a great holiday season. As usual, you could please hit that subscribe button, that follow button on wherever you're listening to this. Share this with a friend and follow us on social media. You can find us thanks to number 4 you're concerned. I'm at Ella Tudor.
I'm at Bernice Diaz.
We love you. Ho ho ho. Bye.